Hello. If you are confused about the forms in Microsoft Access, you may find the answer here. We can use the forms to group, filter, calculate, limit and customize the data. According to my experience, the form structures are very similar. Even the content and the tables or the purpose of the database are different. In this video, I am going to share 5 forms that you should start to create. In a normal database, there might be dozens of tables. But how many forms and which forms should we create for a user-friendly database? Let's see how I plan the forms in the database from my personal perspective. Form number 1, the main form. Select your primary data group. This group contains the data that all users will first want to view, check, add or edit. For instance, if you are developing CRM database, the main tables may customers and sales. Projects and tasks are the main datasets in a project management database, for example. Similarly, production records or maybe quality checks for a production line database. Once you find the primary tables, actually your main form will be found. I combine the first two groups together in a form that opens first and easily accessible. The main form includes the main two related datasets. Generally, it first opens at the beginning, shows filtered and customized data according to user interests, like my tasks or my sales, mostly set as datasheet or split view. Filter and navigating controls might be included. Only the fields that are really necessary are included in this form. It should be simple. Users have generally limited right to change on this form. A separate pop-up subforms should be designed to add or edit the data. Form number 2, the edit form. The second important form is the edit form of the main form. We use this form to edit the record. This form opens when clicking the ID number on the main form. This approach prevents users to lost in the database. We need to design the edit form in every detail. We can add more fields, subforms, tabs, pictures and interaction buttons. Form number 3, the login form. Any type of multi-user database should have the login form. In order to customize data, set the permissions, and log the activities, you should know the username. You may check out the previous videos that I created the login form. Form number 4, the search form. For a successful database, users can easily reach the records. It is better to create search form works for every tables. I will publish a separate video about the search form. Form number 5, the secondary data form. The secondary group of tables contains additional data. Those are usually a part of the main datasets or used only the certain part of the organization. Those tables usually include the datasets with less priority, additional information, living numbers, or customized info for the user groups. Using the same logic as the main form, put these tables into split form. The header design should be exactly the same as the main form. Also create their edit forms as required. These forms should have an individual buttons on the main form and be opened easily. Put a back button to return the main view. You can create the secondary data forms as you need. The other tables. Besides these 5 forms, you will need to access additional dynamic and static data tables. In these additional dynamic tables, we store the pieces of information required by the system. The users may not be aware of these informations are stored. It is usually edited by the admin or power users. The last group contains the lists such as status, for example, started, not started, processing, or completed. I think you can use this approach for the all database you created. I hope this will be useful for you. Thank you very much.